I don't win this time, I'm gonna end it all.
Good luck.
Okay, ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Okay.
Rated MA, but Meg is the only one who hosts.
We were doing so good. We were alternating, and then it was like Meg.
The hands have betrayed me.
To be fair, I still don't remember who did episode 6. It might have been me. It feels like a year ago that we recorded that. So
round 2. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Megan, take it away and tell us what we're watching today.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Rated MA. I'm Meg. That's Allie. I'm always hosting. I'm the permanent host now, I guess.
I lead the notes. You do the hosting. It's fine.
You know what? That works for me because I'm not great at leading the notes. So I will stick to hosting then. We found out last episode was not my favorite thing.
I was like, Meg, you lead the notes, and then you immediately asked me a question and like let me ramble for like 10 minutes after I just said I wasn't gonna do that. I was like, yeah, tracks for me.
But yeah, today we're continuing our Andor season 1, episode 8 watch today, and this episode is titled Take It Away, Ellie.
I told her, by the way, it's called Narkina 5. It's the beginning of the Narkina arc, which is my favorite arc in the entire show. It is the prison arc. Yeah.
Yes. If you see Allie and I looking down, it is because we are actually taking notes. So we are taking notes to be able to further discuss at the end of the episode and just kind of get into a little note session. But yeah, I think that's about it. I guess we can get right into it. God, he's so hot.
He is so fine. This is a really cool set.
Yeah. You know what? I give him props for being able to keep his alias up for this long.
I know. I think his alias is Keef Gargo or something, but all I can hear is Grief Karga, which is the name of the mayor from The Mandalorian. That's all I hear. And I know that's not what it is. Keef Gargo is what I wrote down.
Yeah, it's Keef Girgo or Gargo? Yeah, Keef Gargo.
But like Grief Karga is the name of the mayor from Mandalorian. So every time he says his name, I hear Grief Karga, even though that's wrong.
You're like, hold up. Also, the fact that they make all those workers so much lower than them while they're walking above them is so... Because it really shows like their authority, and it's terrifying.
Uh-huh. He looks kind of good in that suit. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie, he does.
He looked good in that suit.
That is the only compliment you'll ever hear me saying he is hot.
Okay. So. I'm gonna put my cards on the table. I think Cyril's hot in like a wet cat kind of way. Like he's hot, but he's a little pathetic. Kyle Solar, if you're hearing this, you are fine.
Yes.
You just kind of look like you're sad.
As soon as it gets him.
That was like perfect timing.
I lost the questions. Ferrix, I've been reviewing the incident, but now we've both had our mornings interrupted because you keep submitting requests to the Bureau of Standards data center looking for Cassian Andor. You've been at the Bureau of Standards for less than a month and you've filed 5 false inquiries.
6, actually. Cassian Andor is a murderer and a threat to the Empire. I have been trying with the limited tools available to find him.
You have engaged the curiosity of the ISB.
I can see those two being together. I know he has mommy issues like we've seen. And how she is, you know he loves a dominant woman.
I was gonna say it's very Dom sub energy, but I wasn't gonna bring it up. I was thinking it though.
What's not in Lieutenant Blevins' report that I need to know?
I have no idea. I wasn't allowed to see the report.
You signed it.
I was given no choice.
He should be upstairs by now.
Give him Blevins' report. Let him read it.
Ooh, I liked that musical sting.
stolen from the Steergard Naval Yard last year.
I'm listening.
Thought Bro was
This
asleep
unit
for a
was deployed
second.
last month
I
to
did
Ferrix,
too.
Lana 1 sector. The thief was a local named Cassian Andor. Andor was in the act of transferring the unit to a person we've named Axis. Someone there is talking. We need to be listening.
It's a large investment.
Oh, that's
It's a fraction
interesting.
of the price of lost technology.
There's an episode called Nobody's Listening.
Oh.
If somebody's talking, we need to be listening. And there's I think one of the next episodes is called Nobody's Listening.
They're already saying the title of the next one.
Drill down, find Andor, and get a hunt started.
She speaks with such conviction. It's so good. She is an incredible actress. I want to see her in more stuff. Why'd they give us feet shots?
You know why. You know why. My real guess is to show like the whole like primal thing, like they kind of like degrade them as humans.
Well,
but
it's to set up this. The floor is lava, except for the floor is electrocuted. They're all barefoot, but they had to let us know that he wasn't wearing shoes somehow.
oh,
This is an Imperial factory facility. You've all been assessed as label worthy. Do your time productively, keep to your lane, and this needn't be more than a memory.
that's messed up.
It's horrendous.
Look at him, like a kid on his iPad.
Cyril is such an iPad kid.
I will inform the Bureau of Standards that you were of service to the Empire today.
Okay, but where does that get him?
I was a good deputy inspector. I solved a double murder and found the killer in 2 days. It was overly ambitious, yes, but time was slipping away and the opportunity was real. It's clear you need Andor in order to find his partner. It's also clear that whatever this is more important than the death of 2 corporate security guards.
The tension. I want to know who their first ACs are because their polling is insanely good.
It's so good.
If you were one of their first ACs and you're out there watching this, you did an awesome job.
Kisses just for you.
Ice front, I said. Sorry, I had to wait. They're short-handed down there. They had to pull a guy off from 4.
On program. Oh, I haven't heard those words in over a year. Oh. I'm so fucking excited for these next couple episodes, dude. You have no fucking idea.
As soon as I saw this shot, I know we already talked about like electrocuted floor, but now I remember what happens.
Yeah.
In this arc.
Yeah. With the water.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's amazing.
He's in there beating the shit out of that pipe trying to get it to flood, and they're out there throwing rocks and gears at the guards. I was like sweating. I was so stressed out.
It was so good.
Unit 52D.
Anti-circus.
7 tables per room. 7 men.
I love that they kept him hidden until like this moment.
My name is Kino.
It's Gollum. And whatever his character's name is from the Planet of the Apes movies. I've never seen those.
See the main boxes 1 through 7. Those are the scores for the tables in this room on this ship. What's your table number? 5. I have 249 days left of my sentence. This is Melshi.
Melshi. I love Melshi. Melshi was one of my favorites from Rogue One, so I was so excited to see him back.
They're up there laughing. Don't. Melshi's right. We're wasting time. This will be a sprint segment. 39 minutes on the tongue.
As ever, the least productive table will be disciplined.
This place is so messed up.
Yeah. This is one of the worst depictions of a prison I have ever seen. Like, yeah, your prisons can be dirty and filthy and horrible, and the guards can suck. How about this? Clean and sterile and absolutely obliterating your chance of escape and survival without the people oppressing you.
With electric
That's
floors.
hard. Yeah, plus electric, and the floors are lava.
Yeah.
Like, that sucks. You know what I also noticed that I don't know that I've ever noticed before? It's only humans in here.
Yeah, it is. There's no other creatures, nothing.
Yeah, there's no Twi'leks or anything. It's just all humans.
Not for me.
No, I've heard.
Oh,
You used to like it.
Was that a worm?
I think it was.
Kind of find hard to believe. The evening's agenda.
I need votes to stall the Emperor's latest overreach.
The senator is pitching politics, not charity. Saving the empire from the emperor.
Do you remember Farron at 15?
Oh, that's not.
Perrin, I think is his name, by the way.
What'd you say?
Nothing's changed.
I think the husband's name is Perrin.
New legislation is definitely having an effect.
Thank you. Sagrona.
Sagranatima.
Do you think he used to actually be like a decent human and that's why Mon Mothma like married him?
Myself.
Or do you think he was
No.
always just kind of a piece of crap?
They were an arranged marriage.
I wish I had better news.
And they got married at 15,
Oh,
which, well, I don't know that it was at 15, but she was young when she married him. I think that comes up later in the show because her daughter wants an arranged marriage, which is why she hates her mom, because her mom is like, fuck no, you're not going to get stuck like I am. I always had a theory that Mon was in love with Tay
yeah.
and like they were very close, but her parents arranged a marriage with Perrin instead, and she ended up with him. And
Yeah.
he's awful and horrible.
I agree. I definitely think she has feelings towards Tay, or at least used to.
Given up and hiding.
Maybe.
How much are we worrying about?
Me dissociating at Disney when we worked there. Me at the monsters break room.
You're just there at the clock, getting ready to get your next assignment, just waiting.
Me waiting for my bump out.
This is how I used to wait at West Clock.
Waiting for the fucking Disney buses that
bus.
always catch fire. Hey, fun fact, if you don't know, Disney employees run the risk of their buses breaking down or catching fire. It happened like 8 times when we worked there, and I was only there for 6 months.
Gotta love the college program.
Gotta love the college program, guys. It's great.
I mean, it's how we met, so.
It is. It's good for something.
And getting accidentally fired.
I need to make out with him. Oh yeah, that's also true. Megan did get accidentally fired when we worked at Disney. That was funny. Ignore the comment I just made about Diego Luna.
No, don't ignore that last comment. She's deflecting.
Diego Luna, if you watch this, I'm so sorry. You are just very attractive to me.
What is public order?
It's an awfully big box. Isn't it?
I'm no better than a man.
Check time. Is it not?
Surveillance and prosecution without limit. You're doing nothing wrong. What is there to fear?
I'm fearing your definition of wrong. These are dangerous times.
Dangerous times. Are they not?
Do you feel under threat?
Yes. I'm at great risk of ingesting too much of this nourishing Chandrilan hospitality.
Cool shot.
That is
Cool
cool.
shot. Dope as fuck.
I want to know like how long that hallway actually is compared to like, focal length of lenses can actually like really play up on that. So I'm really curious because it looks really
Well,
long right here.
I'll
But
say, I think this is a practical set because this is where
Yeah.
they sleep. Like these are their beds and stuff.
oh,
I
for
think this
sure.
is- I think this is practical.
Oh, I guarantee it is practical. I'm just actually curious how big it is.
Like one of the things I'm super excited for with season 2 is that season 2 is the most expensive Disney show. One of the it's not the most expensive show because that was Rings of Power, but this is one of the most expensive Disney shows that they've done, season 2. So as amazing and gorgeous and stunning as season 1 looked, I cannot even imagine how good season 2 is going to look.
I mean, from the trailer, it looks phenomenal.
Yeah, Meg and I, by the way, in between recording this and the last episode, we went through and rewatched the 2 trailers that are out for season 2. Oh my god, I am so excited.
I cannot wait.
My tinfoil hat is already on.
Winner gets taste with their food. Last place gets fried.
And that is your tab.
So he has 2,891 days.
Nothing.
I think
Got that lately.
2089.
Understand from the start, no surprises.
Am I just dyslexic?
That is your tab.
I thought it said
I do have
891.
dyslexia with numbers. I have dyscalculia, but like,
People must be talking about it.
About what?
The Public Order Resentencing Directive. He never heard of it.
Told you. The public order decree.
Don't ever look at the number. Double, triple, it doesn't matter.
Hey,
You're until they don't want you anymore.
enough.
everyone's gonna hate him.
Everybody thinks they're getting it now.
I love Melshi.
Those days are over.
Cassian. Missed it by that much.
We came here as children.
To visit? No, Mom became a senator at 16.
So this is where you met? No, we'd already been married a year.
They did get married at 15. I was right.
Traditional. The old ways of Chandrila.
Point for Allie.
To each people its own.
Ooh.
I like that you can hear it crackling.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's a nice touch.
Again, sound design, so important.
Sound design is, in my opinion, almost more important than visuals sometimes.
Yeah, definitely. Sometimes like
That
they help
definitely
carry
says
each other.
2189. I don't know where I got 2918. Just gonna throw that out there.
I didn't even know that was your original number.
It was actually 2891. I'm just dyslexic, I think. 1 month has passed. It's 30 shifts later.
Are they taking a group shower?
Yeah.
God, they're all so lucky to be with him.
Me.
Hey! You're just taking a breather. Come on, guys!
Dude took 2 seconds.
Today?
That's what Disney like leadership is like. God forbid you sit down for even a second at a Disney park. They will be on you like a shark in bloody water.
They just know. It's like the sense.
I was in training at Disney and sat down to tie my shoe, and a coordinator, so it's like leaders, then coordinators, then cast members, which are people that work in the park. A coordinator came up to me and was like, just to let you know, you can't sit on the job. I was like, I'm tying my and my shoe was clearly untied, like laces in my hand. I was like, I guess I'll stand then and tie this.
I had no idea that happened.
First fucking day of training, my 8-hour stroller shift that I had.
Oh, jeez.
What have you done now? She gonna flush them out?
No. She wanted to see if the tunnel under the hotel was still open,
Why?
so the rebellion can sneak in and take them by surprise.
Hey, Vel.
Little Snoop.
Where did you go?
Hey, Santa.
This is a fight to the death, Fel. Maybe I'm a rich girl, running away from her family.
That's cold.
I'm a mirror, Fel. You love me because I show you what you need to see.
They are really cute together.
They are. I'm excited to see them in season 2.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe not, because they are currently hunting Cassian down, so maybe I don't want to see them. Well, I know Cassian doesn't die, so...
That's true. We know when he dies. Rogue One.
When I tell you I was in that movie theater ugly crying, I mean it. Like, sobbing, snotting, headache, face blotchy. I was a wreck when that movie was over.
It was Endgame all over again.
I was worse for Endgame, but yeah. That's a Gungan shield in the background and Padme Amidala's headpiece. I recognize those two things.
It's the shop owner on Ferrix. She's trying to find Cassian Andor. His mother is ill. We can't.
She could point us in the right direction.
She's asking us.
She knows more than we do. So much more. She might have a lead.
More likely it's the ISB working her radio.
You're guessing.
And you're slipping.
It's Andor. Knowing it's out there, knowing me. Not knowing what he knows. I'm not slipping, Leia. I've just been hiding for too long.
It's all different now. We're going loud. Vulnerability is inevitable.
Ooh, a little superimposed image over top.
Love it.
4 potential routes.
Let's take the long way around.
Rerouting. Set Ramilo.
Yeah.
Who is it?
Table 3, the tall one, fell. Jumped. Oh, yeah, well, we'll be smelling him all night. I don't care, man.
I forgot that happened.
I remembered it happened, but I didn't know when. Uh-oh, the alarms are going off.
Where are they taking my father? Tell me, where is he? Where is my father? Jamal, silence!
Uh-oh.
Colleen! Bix Colleen. That's your name, isn't it? If not, the resemblance is striking. Get this whole piece, run!
Sorry, that's funny to me. Why is he? Oh shit! That's fucking Two Tubes. This is Saw Gerrera's people. I fucking forgot all about this.
Tell me what you've got. Well, how about a full set of Imperial drive adapters? I also got 3 sealed stair guard targeting deflectors.
You have this all here with you. At what cost?
Enter Krieger.
Anto Krieger.
He's been probing the Imperial power station at Spellhouse. He's found a weakness in the defenses. Take them elsewhere.
I work alone.
That's what I'm trying to change.
I'm not going to put my people at risk.
Oppression breeds rebellion. Krieger needs air support.
I'm not for hire.
Think of it.
The Gorman Front. The Partisan Alliance. Sectorists. Human cultists. Galaxy petitionists. What are you?
I'm a coward.
Yeah, I did not forget about this part. That's for goddamn sure.
She's on her way out. Would you like us to clear the room?
No.
Oh.
I really thought that was going to be the end of the episode for a second. I was going to be furious.
Watch this be the end. This is the end.
It might be. I might have
I'm
spoken
gonna
a
lose
little
it if
too
this
soon.
seems like it's gonna be the end shot.
Yeah, here we go.
This
Cuts
is it.
black in 3, 2, 1. Yes!
How did you do that?
I could hear the music. I was listening to the music.
Allison, are you a god?
That's one of the coolest things I've ever done. Okay, I have 3 buttons. Leave, stop, and stop. I need one of the stops, but I don't need the one that stops the recording. I need the one that stops sharing. Nailed it.
There it is. Nailed it. Good job. Just like you nailed that countdown. That was iconic.
That 3, 2, 1 countdown. I'm sorry. I'm taking that. That's going to live with me forever. Anyway. All right, Meg. That was Narkina 5. What'd you think?
It was great. It was great. This is probably one of my favorite episodes, I will say.
Oh, all right, cool.
I think this is a fantastic one. I mean, it's just kind of like, I don't want to say it was like kind of like a chase, but also not in a way. That's kind of like a weird way to describe it. But no. Okay.
I don't think so. I think there's a lot of tension.
Yeah.
So like I can see where you're going. Like there's not necessarily like a chase, but there is. They're looking for Cassian, but they're not going to find him because he's in jail. But they are chasing like Bix and Pack and all the other people on Ferrix. They're chasing them down. So like
Mhm.
I don't think you're wrong in saying that.
Fantastic. Love that for me.
I'm
Because
still thinking about the 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna be so honest. I'm still
guys,
thinking about it.
when I tell you she's not gonna shut up about this forever,
She's correct.
she's correct. Before we get into the notes, like, what did you think? You heard what I think, but what do you think?
I love this episode. Like I said, I love the Narkina 5 arc. Like the next couple episodes, this one, Nobody's Listening, and One Way Out are my, like, it's my favorite arc of the whole series. I love the Eye of Aldani. I think that is one of like the tensest episodes in the whole batch of 12. And the Narkina 5 arc is just depressing the whole way through. And that's why I like it. I am a drama lover. I love good drama. This is what we would call the Dark Night of the Soul, which is the point where the character hits their lowest. In terms of like composure of a script or composure of a story, Dark Night of the Soul is one of my favorite moments because it's also described as the moment when all hope is lost. It's sometimes called Dark Night of the Soul, sometimes called All Hope is Lost. That's kind of where we're at in the story. Next episode, specifically episode 9, is usually where that happens. And yeah, shit's about to get real bad for a lot of people, except for the baddies, where shit's about to get really good for them. But then it's gonna get better a little bit. Not a whole lot, but a little bit better. I'm excited to see us diving into that territory.
Okay. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it as well. I cannot wait for the next episode already. Yeah, I mean, I have some notes, but I mean, do you have anything that's like pressing that you want to start on?
One of the most important things was the talk of Axis, which is Luthen. We now know that that's Luthen. We also met some very important characters. We met Andy Serkis's character Kino, and then we met Ruscott Melshi, who is a Rogue One veteran, who is like Cassian's right hand in Rogue One, besides K2SO. But apart from that, I don't have anything like super pressing. A lot of my notes are smaller and more contained, so I would love for you to take the lead here.
So Cyril is looking for Cassian
Still.
and he's going insane. He's off his rocker. And he said that Cassian is a murderer and a threat to the Empire. I also wrote down that Axis, like Luthen's like alias, like the code name they gave him is Axis, which is kind of interesting. Because was that the name that he went by?
Oh, I don't remember. Because Bix always referred to him as the buyer.
Yeah.
I don't know if she called him anything. Let me look that up. I don't know. I don't remember. That's what Deirdre called him, but I don't know that that's what he went by. Yeah, it just says her contact the rebel Luthen Rail. It doesn't say what she referred to him as. I guess let us know. Does Bix call him Axis earlier in the show? We might have missed that. I don't know how I would have missed that, but
it looks like they actually gave him that nickname.
Yeah, I would say I think that is an Empire nickname because they don't know his real name. It's like a code name.
Yeah, it says that it was given to him by the Imperial Security Bureau. Also, going off of Cyril and everything like that, and he says, I can be an invaluable asset and everything. And it's just kind of like, yes, I do believe that he could be a valuable asset to everything. But the fact that Deirdre is just like shooting him down so harshly, I love her for that. But I also hate her.
Oh, I love her. I think she's a great character.
See, I think she's a great character and I think she's awesome and everything, but she's part of the Empire.
She's so bad she's good, you know?
Yeah. It's like you know a character is really good if they're playing like a bad guy or anything like that if you hate them.
There have only been 2 characters in all of film and TV that I have genuinely been like, I fucking hate them. One of them is Dolores Umbridge, which is most people's.
Yes.
A lot of people will say Dolores Umbridge.
Yeah.
The second is Beverly Keane from Midnight Mass, played by Samantha Sloyan, who is an incredible actress and was phenomenal on The Pit, which I've also watched. Bev Keane on Midnight Mass, when she fucking died, spoiler, I cheered. Fuck her. I hated her. Ugh. No character in TV or film has ever pissed me off like Bev Keane did.
But yeah, that's, I mean, I don't want to like get through all of my notes or anything like that. I just kind of make key points throughout this episode. I mean,
Sure.
do you have, let's just bounce to you.
Okay. So I made a note also that Cyril hasn't given up. It has been weeks. Now, in this episode, we skipped through at least 2 months worth of time, if not more, because we know that it had been weeks. So Cassian left Marva's and went to Neamos, and then weeks passed while he was there. Then he got arrested and sent to Narkina 5. I'm sorry. I didn't mean months had passed in this episode. In this part of this arc, months have passed. He's there for 2,189 days, and then 30 shifts go by, so then it's 30 days less. Let's see. Oh, one big thing to note, which will come into play later, is that the guards are short-handed. There are not enough guards to station Narkina 5 properly because Narkina 5 is overcrowded. There wasn't really talks, but there were hints to it that the prisoners are communicating across floors. There is a whole conversation here about Narkina 5 being the place where Hope goes to die. Kino even says something where he's like, if you're losing hope, if you're losing steam, keep it to yourself. And it was interesting that Melshi still had a little bit of fight to him, because even though he was being told, like, no, stop, we don't really know how long Melshi has been there. I don't know if he ever tells us how long he was in prison for or how long his sentence was. I don't know that they ever say. But Cassian gets a little taste of it in this episode, which was really good. Really, really cool.
I really, really enjoyed this episode. And I love like the different things that are of course going on. I mean, Star Wars has always been really good about having like the different plots going on at the same time. So we have, Luthen and all of them like hunting Cassian, trying to find him. We have Bix and what's going on with her, and then Brasso. And then we have Cassian's storyline. So we got 3, and then we
And
have
Mon
Mon
Mothma.
Mothma.
Yeah, so you've got 4 storylines that are all happening at the same time.
Yeah. So they do a really good job of being able to give each one like the appropriate amount of time and being able
Deirdre.
to kind of
Deirdre and Cyril, so 5.
That's right. We have 5. I love when a show is able to time things perfectly to where you do get the information you do need, but it's also jumping around to the different ones, and you're kind of like it's the perfect amount of time, in my opinion, for each one. How long was this episode?
This episode was that was about 50 minutes, of like 49-ish minutes.
So think about it. Like they're able to fit 5 different events going on, 5 different plot lines in 50 minutes. I think that's some pretty good planning and pretty good writing right there.
It always is.
The show is fantastic, and the cinematography, I really did enjoy it, especially in like this episode, and I thought it was really fantastic, especially the scene when they're like in their bunks and everything, and they're like get up, and at the last second Cassian gets up and you can just hear the electricity. I know I said it earlier how sound design is so important, but it absolutely is. And when you were saying like sometimes it's more important than visuals, I think they're pretty much, it can be more important than visuals, and I think they're like a great balancing act.
There is something to be said that sometimes having no visuals is more powerful, and I've seen it done very, very, very well. Like, for instance, if you have a completely black screen, but you're hearing footsteps approaching.
It's terrifying.
Slow, it's horrifying. It's scary, but it's even scary. One of my favorite TV shows of all time is called The Haunting of Hill. Actually, it's not one of it is my favorite show of all time. The Haunting of Hill House begins the very first episode. One of the first shots that you see is this lingering shot of a long hallway in this old manor or estate. It is just a silent hallway that is slowly getting closer to your face.
It builds your anxiety.
It is petrifying. It is so scary.
Yeah, camera angles, shots, like composite, like anything, like even just movement has such a powerful impact, but sound design does too. And editing is so crucial as well. If you have an amazing script, but you have terrible editing, terrible cinematography, and no sound design, might as well just throw it out the window.
I mean, film production is the idiom of it takes a village applies so heavily to production. One missing cog or one loose screw can undo an entire thing. And it's a colossal waste of money half of the time when that happens.
So much money.
You have one actor that can't read your lines, unwatchable. You have too many shots where there's too many errors, unwatchable. Your audio's too loud or too quiet, unwatchable. It's amazing how on par everyone has to be to make something fantastic. And more often than not, you're seeing things that are good. It's very rare that you see things that are great. This is a great show, in my opinion, because everything is so cohesive. It works so well together. It is done so well. Even everything down to the set designs of this production are phenomenal.
Andor is definitely the perfect storm.
Yeah.
Going back to the show.
Off of our soapboxes, our
Yeah.
collective soapbox. Megan, get off. Hey guys, fun fact, Megan is like 3 inches shorter than me. Did you guys know that?
See, it's so funny because I feel like everyone's told me that they think I'm taller than I actually am.
I'm trying to see if I have a picture of us. I know I do, but just like where?
God.
I do have this picture of us. With the like 12-foot tall skeleton at Michael's.
I don't have that picture. I want that picture.
I'll send it to you.
Me.
Can I interest you in 1,000 photos of my dog?
Felt that. I felt that so hard.
Look at how fucking cute my dog is, guys. He's so cute.
You can tell our height difference in this one. Wrong one.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You can tell that.
You can see how much taller I am.
I like how we were like, yeah, let's finish up this talk really quick so we can move on to the next episode.
Anyway, back to Andor. We had someone who committed suicide in Narkina 5.
Yes.
I think that had to do specifically with like he just couldn't take it anymore and saw no escape.
Well, like you said, this is the place where they go for like their hopes and like pretty much anything to die. So they're supposed to be made miserable. So I think it really emphasizes the fact that this place is hell.
We know that Pack, who is the store owner who has the communications array in his backyard, he was taken and Bix was found, and Bix has also been taken. Not good for her. One last point that I have is that Vel and Cinta are on Ferrix because they are still hunting down Cassian. And something very important that Cinta said was she said, in regards to like what alias is she going by, she said, maybe I'm a rich girl running from her family, to which Vel responded, like that's cold coming from you. So I thought that was really interesting. I had totally forgotten the whole subplot that they are still hunting Cassian down, but that's all of my notes.
I think that's pretty much almost all of mine as well.
Cool.
I just, Bix and Brasso, they don't have no idea where Cassian is. They're trying to find him. Bix is clearly very desperate. And then, the alarms were going off in Ferrix just to kind of show that, clearly something's going wrong, like going off. And then whenever Luthen said oppression breeds rebellion, which is a very strong line, which is very true, though.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's 100% true. Oppression always breeds rebellion. In fact, most of the time it is the key factor in what breeds a rebellion.
Correct, which is also going to be tying into One Way Out.
One of my favorite Andy Serkis moments from this show. In the next episode, the end of that episode ends with him and Cassian walking away from something. I know what it is, but I won't say, just in case Meg doesn't remember. But they are walking. Cassian, the entire episode, has been going, how many guards on each level? How many guards on each level? How many guards on each level? And finally, at the end, when he's had enough, he's like, there are 9 guards on this level, or whatever he says. And he starts reading it off. The look on his face and Cassian's like breath of relief. It's so good that it stuck with me, and I haven't seen it in years. Like, it's that good of a scene. Like, Andy Serkis is a goddamn gem, and I have been waiting to get to this arc specifically because of Andy Serkis and how wonderful he is. The fact that Andy Serkis hasn't won an Emmy or an Oscar is unbelievable to me, because he is one of the best actors, I think, around. Very, very excited for us to move on. In fact, I'm so excited, I'm going to say we're going to end here for notes, and we're going to begin the wrap up. So thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I'm Allie. This is Meg. You guys can check us in our next episode, and we'll see you there. Bye.
Bye.
Where's my mouse? There it is. Bye.
Oh, God.